So the Women of Influence Summit is taking place in 2016. It's our inaugural year. It's going to be a day of inspiration and motivation, but also real, clear, actionable items. We're expecting over 300 women who are driven, who are motivated, who like to challenge themselves, or maybe they don't like to challenge themselves, but they like to invest in themselves. And they need to invest in themselves, whether it's on an individual basis or as their company is sponsoring them or paying for them to be there.
We don't invest enough in ourselves as women. So there's a lot of messaging out there now that says we've made it, that we're equal, that the glass ceiling has been broken, and that all is well. And I would say that we still have a long ways to go as women. And the only way to continue to do that work together is to start with ourselves. So what I love about the summit is it's not only giving women chances and choices to work on things and to self-reflect in really powerful ways, but to do that in a collaborative environment with hundreds of other women who are there for the same reason in a really supportive and open environment.
For me personally, I'm excited to go to, not just because of the content and the speakers, which will be amazing. I'm already geeking out about the other sessions I get to go to. But I would go just because of the other attendees that would be there. I think the other attendees are just as fascinating, and there's just as much opportunity to learn from the person sitting next to you who would go to something like this as there is to learn from the sessions themselves.
I'm really excited about the Women of Influence Summit because it's not just a business event. It's not just a personal event. Like, we try to categorize and segment those areas in our lives so much, and they're not. There's no way you can put your business life in a box and put your personal life in a box, because they're always going to be meshing back and forth. I love that the Women of Influence Summit doesn't try to categorize anything like that. It doesn't try to put any part of our lives in a box. It's just, here are tools for living more fully, and wherever you want to apply those, that's your decision, and that's where you need to figure it out. But here's how to make yourself a better person.
You want to come to the summit because these are real women telling their stories. So this isn't a day of women saying, I have it all figured out and all you need to do are these 10 steps and you are going to be successful and great and you're going to love life. These are real women saying, these are the struggles that I've had. This is my personal story.
Well, I understand crazy busy. I understand being split in multiple directions, whether it's work or home or kids and family responsibilities and all the things that pull us. And I think that the one thing we don't do as women, myself included, is take time to just reflect, to re-energize, to refocus, and I guarantee this day is that day. And I also know that if I know nothing else about next Monday and Michelle and Kelly, is that you will have takeaways, that you can make some change, or you can have a nugget that can energize you for another 60, 90, hopefully beyond that. But if we can find those moments and then be empowered and be energized and be rejuvenated, in whatever level that is for us, that's worth the investment.
It's going to be a day that's going to change lives. I've been saying that I wanted it to change at least one life, and then I realized how small that was and how I challenge women to think big. So we're planning to have 300 women there, and I expect it to change everybody's life in some way. I don't expect to know about it. It would be nice if I got a few crumbs along the way and did hear some of those stories, but it's a day to come and to be personally and professionally pushed outside your comfort zone by learning and reflecting, building some self-awareness around real issues and real challenges like worry, like fear, and being inspired, and then leaving that day inspired enough with some real practical tools that people can put into play.